Hello everyone, welcome back to Today News K-Wave channel. A wave of reaction immediately erupted among fans when a newly uploaded photo suddenly sparked unprecedented speculation. Many initially thought it was just a regular post, but the closer they looked, the more small details became apparent. The expressions, the atmosphere, and even the timing of the post seemed to be hiding something unsaid. Within minutes, various platforms were filled with endless comments, theories, and analyses. Some fans began to notice similarities in the setting with previous moments, while others focused on their gestures and stances, which were considered unusual. Small details that might have been overlooked by the average person became the subject of heated discussion among loyal fans. Some even tried to match the timing of the post with their schedules, wondering if it was part of a long-planned event or just a coincidence. Speculation intensified when old video footage resurfaced and compared it to the new photo. Many felt there was a connection that couldn't be ignored. The narrative quickly evolved from simple curiosity to increasingly bold speculation. Some fans felt this was a deliberately left-behind clue, while others tried to remain rational and remind themselves that not everything has to have a hidden meaning. But what made the situation even more interesting was the unanimous reaction of the global community. Fans from various countries voiced their opinions, creating a growing discussion. Related hashtags immediately surged and trended, demonstrating the intense attention paid to this moment. Even those who didn't usually follow closely became curious and began to investigate what was really happening. On the other hand, others saw this as a simple interaction that had become amplified by the excessive attention. They argued that the apparent closeness might simply be a reflection of a long-standing professional relationship and friendship. Still, it's undeniable that the timing and delivery of the post made things feel different from usual. As time went on, new theories continued to emerge. Some linked it to an upcoming project, while others considered it part of a strategy to surprise fans. Every detail was meticulously scrutinized, from the lighting of the photo, the angle of the shot, to the small objects in the surroundings that could be considered clues. All of this demonstrates how strongly fans are attached to each shared moment. What's most fascinating is how one simple post can give rise to so many interpretations. It's not just about the photo itself, but also about how fans perceive, relate to, and construct stories from what they see. The emotions evoked ranged from joy and surprise to complete confusion about what to believe. To date, there has been no official clarification fully explaining the meaning behind the post. This has only fueled curiosity. Many continue to wait for a follow-up or explanation that can answer all the circulating speculation. Meanwhile, the discussion continues, seemingly without a resolution. Ultimately, this moment proves that the power of a post lies not only in its content, but also in how people respond to it. When curiosity meets imagination, a single photo can become a major topic that unites millions of people in a single conversation. And for now, one thing's for sure, all eyes are on what happens next. Just as the situation hadn't calmed down, a new wave of reactions emerged, making the situation even more unpredictable. Many fans began retracing old tracks, digging through archived photos and videos, trying to find patterns they might have previously overlooked. Every detail, no matter how small, suddenly seemed important, as if there was a common thread connecting them all. Some noticed similarities in clothing styles, others highlighted expressions they considered meaningful, and still others noticed seemingly simple objects in the background that they believed held hidden clues. Amidst this frenzy of speculation, an equally interesting debate emerged. Some fans were convinced that none of this was a coincidence, but rather a carefully planned affair. They believed that each post had a specific purpose, whether it was a teaser, a code, or a subtle way to convey something without having to say it directly. On the other hand, others believed that all of this was simply overinterpretation stemming from overenthusiastic enthusiasm. These differing perspectives only made the discussion more lively and endlessly evolving. Interestingly, the more people involved, the more possibilities for a story to emerge. Some tried to connect this moment to future projects, others speculated about possible collaborations, and many simply enjoyed the situation for pure entertainment. In the world of fandom, this is a common occurrence, where a small moment can escalate into a major phenomenon involving numerous emotions and interpretations. As time passes, the curiosity shows no signs of abating. In fact, more and more questions arise without definitive answers. Is this really a hint? Is there something to be announced soon? Or is this all just a coincidence exaggerated by public reaction? No one really knows, and perhaps that's precisely the allure. This uncertainty keeps everyone waiting, watching, and trying to understand what's really happening. This phenomenon also demonstrates the power of social media to transform something simple into something enormous in a short time. In a matter of seconds, a post can spread worldwide, triggering a chain reaction that's impossible to stop. Every comment, every theory, and every reaction becomes part of an ever-evolving story. Even those who initially didn't pay much attention eventually got caught up in the flow, curious about what was all the buzz. Not only that, the emotional dynamics that emerged were also very diverse. Some were happy to see what they considered a special interaction. Others were surprised by the moment, and still others chose to remain calm and wait for clarification. All of these reactions demonstrate the strong connection between idols and fans, where every little thing can have profound meaning for those who have followed the journey for a long time. Behind all of this, one thing that cannot be ignored is how this moment managed to unite so many people around a single topic. Without the need for lengthy explanations, a single photo was able to create a broad discussion space, presenting diverse perspectives and building a sense of community among fans. It's not just about what's visible, but also about how each person interprets and experiences it in their own way. To this day, attention remains unwavering. Many continue to monitor the latest developments, hoping for something that might provide answers or at least additional clues. Every small movement, every new post, and every subtle change immediately becomes a focus of attention. It's as if everyone agrees that this story isn't over yet, and there's still a new chapter waiting to be revealed. Ultimately, whether all the speculation proves true or not probably isn't the most important thing. What's more interesting is how the process unfolded, how curiosity grew, and how millions of people connected over one simple moment. And while nothing is certain, one thing that remains constant is the lingering curiosity, leaving everyone wondering what was really going on behind the scenes. Thank you for watching until the end and joining in on all this buzzing speculation. Do you think this latest photo has a hidden meaning? Or is it just a coincidence blown out of proportion by fans? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, as every perspective is always interesting to discuss. Don't forget to support this channel by hitting the like button, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our latest updates. We'll continue to discuss viral moments, interesting theories, and all the things that are trending. See you in the next video. Stay tuned, because who knows what other surprises await.